Hi all, welcome to my channel Couch Potato Reviews. My name is Sudarshan and today we will be reviewing Vendhu Thanindhathu Kaadu directed by Gautam Vasudev Menon and stars Simbu. So let me first start with the direction. We all know that GVM has a separate fan following and I was also a huge fan up until Vinay Tandi Varvaya because up until Vinay Tandi Varvaya, the director Gautam Menon and the writer Gautam Menon were completely in sync. After that, I think he got derivatives. He started deriving from his own past work. That's my opinion, I feel. But he's still a great director. He always tries to push the envelope in terms of employing new directorial techniques in terms of camera angles, voiceovers, etc., etc. So I personally feel, and my whole perception of GVM changed more after I saw the TV series Queen. So I was pleasantly surprised, right? Because Queen is based on a book on the ex-chief minister Jayalalitha, and when you give a bound script material to GVM, he just enhances it to a next level. So I don't think the director is a spent force, but yes, the writer Gautam Menon has definitely gone in hibernation. And this movie, I was pleasantly surprised because it is Jayamohan's script, and Jayamohan has given all the story elements to Gotham, and I think Gotham Menon has just enhanced it to another level, which I felt was very good and good for the director because he's made a tremendous comeback. In terms of what worked, is he has I think great employment of familiar tropes. You have all the familiar tropes that is there in a gangster movie. Gang A versus Gang B, which is the backbone of every gangster movie. And then a small town boy becoming a big town gangster. So that's very similar to the Kannada movie Jogi, and even very similar to Nayagan for that matter of fact. And for all the Nayagan fans, I feel that you'll have a sweet surprise towards the end of the movie, which I don't want to ruin. And then there is also the dual life in terms of a criminal also having a heart, which is drawn from Patial, and then there is also the Ascension, which is similar to Pudupete. And one more important gangster crime trope, which I really like, is the unintended crime, which is very, very similar to Vada Chennai. So, although there are these lot of comparisons that can be made, you will be pleasantly surprised that VTK still finds its own feet to stand on. Simbu is definitely at his career best, and he's fully supported by the amazing cast. There is Neeraj Madhav, Appu Kutti, Siddiq, and Jafar Sadiq. I just feel that Neeraj Madhav's character could have been flushed out better because I feel that in the movie, Neeraj Madhav and Simbu, their characters start at the same point. So I think that I was expecting that they would evolve into something like frenemies, if you get my point. And Simbu goes into Gang A, and Neeraj Madhav goes into Gang B. And I was looking to see something like a collaboration or a face off, which I am thinking would be there in chapter two. And Radhika, a special shout out to Radhika. Although we don't get to see much of her, for the part she comes, she's just hit it out of the park. Apart from this, I must do a special mention for the setting. Okay, so the way they have shown Mumbai is very different. Usually, when they show Mumbai, it's very zoomed out and there is a focus on the city. Here, I feel it is very zoomed in. They don't show Mumbai, but they make you feel Mumbai. You feel the claustrophobic, you feel the disparity in terms of rich versus poor, which is just amazing. Well, now in terms of what didn't work, I feel that the pacing, whilst deliberately slow, it was slightly a turn off. It could be deemed as slightly a turn off. I didn't particularly mind it, but I understand that that could be a problem. And the climax, I felt was a little underwhelming because I think they were trying to show some scenes which is like a pre-cap for part two, and that essentially diluted the emotion in the pre-climax of part one. But that is just my opinion. Maybe this was an attempt to instill some curiosity, but I felt that this could have been done completely differently. Now, in terms of what is different, I was completely surprised that the treatment is very, very different. The movie is very real. It is not over the top. It has very subdued acting, and it still has a very raw and rustic feel, which is really amazing. Now, in terms of the whole setting, I just believe that the audience will be, despite the pace, I think the audience will be somewhere involved with all the characters, which I felt was very, very surprising, given that I was not expecting much from this movie. And the romantic track, it doesn't hinder the narration. That is the only thing I can say. I was not amazed, or I was not even underwhelmed by it, but I just know that it did not hinder the pace of the film. So, what is the overall verdict? Well, despite the mild pacing and the very, very rushed climax, VTK is definitely a decent watch. You won't be disappointed. Stay tuned to more such reviews. Thank you.